What's going on, everybody? This is a Beast of a Vlog, Monday Night Raw review. Checking me out. Hope y'all like my last one. This is going to be my second one I did. I know I said I was going to do other stuff, but I didn't do it. Sorry. But this is going to be my second Monday Night Raw review. Beast of a Vlog. I'm the Beast. Y2. Beast. Beast Y2K. We're just getting it in. Monday Night Raw was here in Charlotte when I actually went to the show. It was pretty awesome. They started off with the main event, the WWE main event for the WWE Network. It started off. They just showed one match before the show started, and it was Curtis Axel and No Days Off Darren Young or Bob Backlund Jr. Darren Young and Bob Backlund versus the Shining Stars of Puerto Rico. The Shining Star of the Caribbean, Puerto Rico. You know, they selling land out there. Quick match back and forth. Good back and forth match. A couple spots here by Backlund and really didn't get involved in it too much. Basic primo epical win. Suplex from the apron inside the ring. When Darren Young, Curtis Axel went to suplex Primo in. Primo landed on top of him with a body splash. And Epico grabbed his foot while he hooked the other leg, and 1, 2, 3, it was over. That was the end of that, and that was the main event for whenever they show it on the network. They're kind of behind right now, so I don't know what they're doing with that. Raw started no pyrotechnics, no nothing. It started off with the best friends, Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho, doing what they do. Chris Jericho introduced the longest reigning Universal Heavyweight Champion, which is just too hilarious to me, I believe. I really do enjoy that. That's hilarious because he actually is the longest reigning Universal Heavyweight Champion of the world, of the WWE Universe. Oh, champion. Him. So yeah, they was at the highlight reel, was talking that trash. They started off the show with the video package from last week where Seth Rollins almost beat almost beat Chris Jericho. Kevin Owens, but Chris Jericho came out with a Sin Cara mask on. And if you don't know what's going on with Sin Cara and Chris Jericho, that was a shot because they got into a fight in the back. And he put on the Chris Jericho put on the Sin Cara mask and the Nakamura hoodie. So I guess he's throwing shots at people. I don't know what Jericho is. You know, he's a perpetual fire starter. Let's put it like that. He don't back down for nobody, and he always starting into trouble. So I'm alright. So they did that whole thing. They came out. They was giving each other props. They was patting each other on the back, basically a verbal pat on the back and forth. They dogged America, talking about we don't this, we don't that, and Thanksgiving, and we was fighting over Thanksgiving. So good, you know, heel promo. Seth Rollins wasn't supposed to be there because he wasn't medically cleared or whatever it was. And Roman Reigns. Alright, so Roman Reigns comes down and he starts talking to Trev. He is the guy. I'm the man. Believe that. Believe me. I'm the man. Me, big Roman Reigns. Me, U.S. champ. So Roman Reigns came out, you know, he did his whole thing. He basically told Kevin Owens if he beat him tonight, live here in Charlotte, that he's going to get a title match at Roadblock. Now this is the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my goddamn life. Listen, all I know is that Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns need to be separated. Like they don't even need to. Roman Reigns need not to come after that title to I understand you ain't got nobody to work with. But Finn Balor come back. You got the U.S. Championship and you're not defending it. You too busy fighting other people for their titles instead of defending your title. You won the title just to hold it. Come on, Dean Ambrose Part 2. We can't do that. Remember Dean Ambrose ran with the belt and didn't defend it. Now he ain't about to defend it. He about to do this. Yeah, excuse me, it's a little hot today. It's 7 degrees in the winter. But why are you the U.S. champion and you not defending your title? Where's Rusev's rematch? Did Rusev? Yeah, he did. It was the Hell in a Cell. I'm stupid. Sorry. But it's time for Roman Reigns, see, they ain't got nobody for Roman Reigns to fight. So why Roman Reigns can't fight Chris Jericho and have Kevin Owens work a program with somebody? Oh, you know why? Because y'all not making stars. So Roman Reigns, so Roman Reigns is challenging Kevin Owens for the, if he beats him, he goes to the championship match at Roadblock. So this looks like this is going to be a yearly show now, Roadblock. Well, since they added so many different pay-per-views, they had to use the WWE last year's special on the Universe on the network to make it a pay-per-view to equal out some dates, I guess. It's a network special. I keep calling them pay-per-views, but they're network specials. They're not more. So Kevin Owens accepted the thing. He accepted the match. Cool. We go to commercial. It was nice. Well, boop boop boop. We went to the commercial after that. You know, he accepted it. Oh yeah. During this whole thing, Kevin Owens yelled at Chris Jericho and told him, "Shut up!" And basically, I don't need you to stand at there. So Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens are having a little riff right now. Chris Jericho said, "I don't need you." As a matter of fact, I'm leaving. So he left and he packed his bags and walked out the ring. So we see him later on. He's walking. We see him later on. He's walking down the. We see him later on. He's walking down the hallway with his stuff packed. As he's making it out to the joint, he gets a driver. Driver drops the list. He picks it back up, and Seth Rollins there. They get the fight in the parking garage. Seth Rollins ends up pedigreeing him on top of the. It was one of the worst pedigrees I've ever seen to him in like outside in real life action. He actually pedigreed him on top of the. I don't know, like he slipped or something. It was just terrible. It looked sick. It looked like garbage. But he pedigreed him on top of the car, the same car that he was beating up the whole night. After that, they go to commercial, come back. After that, we got. After that, we got Braun Strowman and R-Truth. R-Truth came out, you know, this is his hometown, so he did his thing. He had his punk, man. He was doing his thing. We didn't know he was fighting Braun Strowman, though. See, that's where it all got a little crazy. We didn't know he was fighting Braun Strowman. He fought Braun Strowman. And, he fought Braun Strowman and got smashed. Braun Strowman squashed him, and he squashed Goldust all in a matter of 4 minutes, if that. During a little side note, during this match, Braun Strowman broke the ring when he did the corner splash. If you watch it back, he did the corner splash, the whole ring move. It did, and he ended up breaking the ring. So the whole night from that point forward, every time we went to commercial, they were down there fixing the ring, changing the match, tightening up stuff, fixing the ropes. He really destroyed that ring that time. He was moving too fast. But Braun's a fast dude. Like, I don't know who's going to take Big Show's spot, but because we know Big E is going to be the new Mark Henry. Rich Swann going to be the new R-Truth. The Big Show spot is up for grabs between Big Cass and Braun. Braun can last. He'll be a beast, man. He's starting to learn how to talk a little bit too. Feed me more. Oh, my bad. That was right back. Braun Strowman, feed me right back. Right back, Braun Strowman, WrestleMania 34, New Mexico. I don't know. But so he squashed him. He started to beat the brakes off of him. Go does attacks Braun Strowman after the match for no reason at all. He just went off on him because his boy lost or something. I don't know. He just lost his mindset and just jumped on Braun. And then Sami Zayn came out. So this is the shit I'm talking about. This is what I don't understand. You stop and start and start and stop and start and stop and stop. You're starting stupid. These storylines, like, so Braun eliminates Sami Zayn from the match to be on the team for Survivor Series. They don't fight at Survivor Series. They go their separate ways, and then all of a sudden they come back like ain't nothing happened. Like, they didn't even talk to each other about it. It was just like, okay, you know, like, it just disappeared, and now we coming back to this whole situation. So I guess Sami Zayn didn't let it go, and Braun was like, you know what, I'm not messing with the Montreal El Generico Sami Zayn greatness guy. Whoever the fuck the case was. It's just retarded. So Sami Zayn get the beats break off of him. They fighting back when they were back and forth. He get him up. He put him in the trio wall, and the refs came in and stopped him. Mick Foley came out and stopped him. Sent Braun back to there. Braun cusses out Mick Foley. Mick Foley gets back in the ring. Sami Zayn gets off of the trio wall. They start arguing back and forth. They have a verbal altercation that lasted longer than it should have. And from my understanding, I didn't see it, but it looked like Mick Foley's teeth fell out. That's what the reports were saying from a credible source of mine. I said his tooth fell out and he caught it with his mouth and did something, but I don't know. But Sami Zayn, this is basically setting up for Sami Zayn and Braun at Roadblock, and he's just going to squash him. Like they setting this up. It's just going to end up being Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns for the United States title at WrestleMania. That's what I believe. And Sami Zayn might win the Royal Rumble. I'm not saying it for sure, but I'm just saying, I ain't saying it. Sami Zayn might win the Royal Rumble and fight Kevin Owens for the Universal Championship at WrestleMania, and Undertaker and AJ Styles, but that's another show, another day, another later. So they go back and forth, and it's basically what it is. He goes on Twitter talking about he won a match and all that stuff. So we don't know what's going to happen with that. Basically, we find out next week. I'm sorry, I'm just scrolling down. It's there. Okay, so Tony Nese and Cedric Alexander fought. So Cedric Alexander is from here in Charlotte. He wrestled for PWX, which is an extremely awesome independent scene here. If you go to highspots.com, I'm not sure they're doing this because they're not paying them, but this still just amazing. PWX, High Spots, check it out. Cedric Alexander came through. He's originally from here before he went to Ring of Honor. He was in this tag team called 704. It was just awesome. Had beef with the Briscoes, all that. Good work. Loved it in his match with Tessa Blanchard at X16 last year in Winston-Salem. Day one was a monster. You need to go check that match out. Tessa Blanchard, Cedric Alexander, X16, PWX, Winston-Salem last year. Awesome watch. Yeah, so he comes out. He came out and everybody was screaming, Cedric City. Cedric City. I don't know if you cut it up, but it was almost a rhythm. Awesome. He coming out. I don't know what they're doing with Sad, but I could see him fighting for the Universal Championship in a couple of years. If not, he should be fighting next summer. It'll be awesome to see Sad and Finn Balor beefing for the Universal Championship. But see, this cruiserweight division is like, I don't understand it. Like, they just gave up on TJ Perkins, and now they're going with Rich Swann, because Rich Swann, they set it up for Rich Swann to get into the position to fight at the 205 event that's coming up after SmackDown live on the WWE Network for $9.99 a month. So they setting that up. They set it up with just 2 losses and stuff, but Cedric had such a great tournament in the Cruiserweight Classic, some great showings here and there, and now you dropping him out to Tony Nese, the premier athlete, Tony Nese. I don't have a problem with Tony Nese. I'm just a bigger Ced fan, and I just believe that Ced, how you come from such a great, awesome, one of the matches, if not the match of the year, with Ibushi at the Cruiserweight Classic tournament, to not even being in the picture for the Cruiserweight Championship. Like, you've been killing it on the thing. You killed it on NXT. They really use you, and then they just like, fuck it. We done with it. We're going to go with Rich Swann, which I don't have a problem with that, because he got the Junkyard Dog, R-Truth, Couple Beware thing going on. Man, that's awesome. But Brian Kendrick had the title. It brought back eyes to the business. Because, if you was a casual watcher back in the mid to early 2000s, you knew the Brian Kendrick, or, Paul London and Brian Kendrick, they were the jump off. Or the Brian Kendrick with Big Zeke, all his different incarnations, even when he was delivering the gift to The Undertaker for Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman, he was always around, so you would know who Brian Kendrick was. But that's here nor there. Tony Nese ends up beating Cedric Alexander. I say he got him a little girlfriend liking on him now. He got Alicia Fox liking him from the back. Hi, my name is The Beast. Y2K, a beast of a vlog. I'm a little jealous because I wanted some of that other Alicia's. Lord Jesus. I liked it even back when she was messing with JTG to get him his. She cut his hair off and then he got fired. Samson and Delilah. But yeah, she was watching this joint, watching this match. Tony Nese, Drew Golic interfered in the match, tripped up set. Man, blow on his face. He did a little couple of stuff there. She should have came outside and helped him. She came down and did something. She could have got the ref to kick Drew out or something. But no, she just watched from afar. Hopefully she's going to be his Maurice to his Miz. But yeah, he ended up losing. Tony Nese got the win. And it's well deserved. They're going to go somewhere with it. Hopefully they do. Hopefully they just don't job him out at home just because they feel like they needed to. I don't know. It's just retarded. So Sad lost his homecoming, but the crowd went bonkers. Went real bonkers. So I don't know what's going to happen, but we're going to go with that. So we have this. So after that, we go to commercial break. Come back from commercial. We have the I made it. Okay, we got Sasha Banks coming out, and her and Charlotte had their women's title match, which was the first part of it. It came out. They was doing a little thing. Boom, boom, boom. They go outside the ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It was a 10 count out. They got a double count out. Mick Foley came out. Burn, burn. His music hits. So Commissioner Mick Foley comes out and said, y'all need to go in the back, get rested up, blase, blase, the 5th and the 3rd. And come back out later, and we're going to have this no disqualification, false count anywhere to do match. So in my mind, I'm like, oh shit, here come Nia Jax. Wait a minute. Damn right that I made it. So, yeah, so that match was pushed back, and it ended up being the main event. So after that match, we go to another commercial, come back. The realest guys in the room, Enzo and Big Cass, because he's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. This right here, my name is Enzo Amore, and I am a certified thug and a bona fide thug. And this right here, this is Big Cass. He's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. Bada boom, realest guys in the room. How you doing? Start talking some stuff about how Lano was enjoying his body parts and fantasizing about him when he came out. He got a little beef with Rusev now, so Rusev is ended up going to fight off Enzo Amore at Roadblock, and then end up losing the whole feud together when Big Cass gets in that ass. But as of right now, it just looks like what it is. They had a little match. They had a little tussle back and forth. He was talking about he's talking about his wife, talking about she wanted some of his bada boom, bada bing, and all that Jersey Shore-ness. They had the Jersey Shore little moments. They go in the ring, disqualification. Rusev just do what he got to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty much just going to set this up for Big Cass and Rusev to fight at Roadblock. But the match, they had a match. He came down. He hit him where the sun don't shine. Bada boom. Realest jewels in the room. My nuts are hurting. So that's what happens when he got smashed in the Jersey Shores. The Jersey Shores got smashed on by Rusev Machka. Rusev Blachka kicked them all in his Jersey Shores. So that's what happened with that situation. Ding ding ding. It was then that. So after that, we go to Rishwan and Norm Dar. Now, Norm Dar doing his thing, Revolve Pro Wrestling in the UK, West Culture, West WCWP Wrestling over there, Wrestling Culture, whatever it is, West Culture Wrestling, and he's doing a lot of big things over there, man. You know, it's pretty good. I really like him. Um, Subpar at best. Cruiserweight Classic tournament to me didn't stand out too much. He really don't stand out that much in general, but they're giving him face time for some reason. So hopefully they're using him just not to get him a couple wins and build him up to be a great job boy. Great job boy. Great job boy. Great job boy. So Rich Swann defeated Norm Dar and cut a great promo at the end of the match. This match was pretty decent. Then Rich Swann did his thing, you know. You can't handle this. You can't handle this. Fuck with Rich Swann. Him and you know who I totally love, and he just came out of nowhere. Is No Way Jose. That's for a different show and a different time. But after that match with him and Austin Aries at the Takeover show, I've been the biggest No Way Jose fan. But that's for later on in life. But right now we're gonna talk about yeah, this match was pretty good, back and forth. Brian Kendrick came out and did the commentating on the show. He was commentating back and forth, doing that stuff, and from there we had after the match he started talking. Rich Swann got on the mic, cut a great promo, talking about he gonna get him, and you know why he's gonna beat him? Because Brian Kendrick, Brian Kendrick, you can't handle this. You can't handle this. You can't handle this. You can't handle this. So that was awesome. That was way awesome. That was a great little back and forth. So then after that, they went to a commercial. They're still fixing the ring at this point because where we was at, they broke the ring. They kept fixing the ring, changing the mat up, doing different things like that. After that, they had what happened after that? Oh yeah, Sheamus and Cesaro was drinking at the pub, getting a drink on. And the people that they fought inside of that was the people from PWX here in Charlotte. PWX the experience. PWX experience probably brings to you December. Yeah, they about to go down. But PWX Live, Zane and all them boys was in there, and they got into the fight with a little barroom fight. They was talking about before. Sheamus, the only reason I could win the championship is if I'm your partner. And Cesaro saying basically the same thing, and then somebody started off. They get a little altercation with the crowd. They cleared the bar, and Sheamus became the bartender. What to do? So this is basically what I'm thinking. Like, this is what it is. At some point down the line, Sheamus and Cesaro are going to be tag team champs unless they just don't do it, because you know WWE start you thinking something and then they change it back, and next thing you know, Hornswoggle and El Matador, Tito Santana, the tag team champs. Like, what the hell? Yeah. So after that, we leave from that little altercation with those guys. Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens is up next. This was a great match. I'm not even going to sit there and lie. And Roman Reigns is always getting better and better as the time goes. Awesome match, great ending. Mind you that Chris Jericho is in the hospital allegedly by this point, and because he got slippery pedigree on the ropes, a pedigree of slipperiness on the Lincoln Town Car rental. The match goes back and forth, basically go back and forth. Outside work, inside work, outside work, inside work. Do a couple things here, there. Superman punches like he need to stop Superman punching everybody 15 times in the match. Is like you take it away. It's like a clothesline now. It's like a punch to the face. You just jumping and doing it. It just defeats the whole purpose of the move. Like it's supposed to be your signature to your finisher, but you're doing it like you kicking me in the stomach and you set me up for just whatever the fuck you do. It's just like you throw me in the ropes. It's the equal to your Superman punch. Let it go. Let's do some other stuff. Just work some more moves in there so you're getting a little good. But stop Superman punching everybody. Good guys. Kevin Owens loses on a spear. Goes to the back. He's talking to the lady, one of those women who do, not those women like that, one of the broadcast journalists in the back. And he said he wasn't into it. His mind wasn't into his best friend, even though they got into an argument. He's still his best friend. And he was in the hospital, so it threw off his rhythm. He was not in the proper mindset to fight for his Universal Championship. So he loses it. So it's the main event of Roadblock is going to be Roman Reigns, the United States champion, who should be defending his title against somebody. Fighting the reigning defending Universal Champion, KO, Kevin Owens. So it's basically what it's going to be. It's going to be Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns, Sami Zayn versus Braun Strowman, Big Cass, Rusev, Chris Jericho, Chris Jericho, Seth Rollins, and Sheamus, and Cesaro. I don't know what they're going to do with them. I know, but I'll get to it in a minute. So after that, back and forth, with commercial. Come back, Paul Heyman on the TV screen. Thought he was going to be live the way they promoted it, like he was going to come out live, but he wasn't. It was a videotape conversation with him. And basically he crying. He couldn't believe it. They underestimated Brock Lesnar. Just couldn't do it. I don't know why we lost, but we underestimated him. We weren't ready. His explosiveness, this, that, and the third, just destroyed Brock. You can't win if you can't breathe. You can't breathe. You can't move. He attacked Brock's core, basically. So if Goldberg's in the Royal Rumble, the Beast incarnate, the Conqueror, is in the Royal Rumble. So we got two entrants in the Royal Rumble, basically. You can watch that little Paul Heyman moment, but so Goldberg's in a Rumble, Brock Lesnar's in a Rumble. They're not gonna, neither one of them gonna win it. So they're gonna fight each other at WrestleMania. You can't handle it. You can't handle it. So you got two people in the Royal Rumble. We go from there to Damn right it, I made it. Oh, I'm sorry. The New Day versus the Club. I'm the biggest Club fan. Too sweet me. But they job boys right now. Just like super job boys. Like, come lose. And Carl Anderson, when's the last time he beat somebody? And when's the last time they lost and he wasn't the one catching the pin? He's just the Brooklyn Brawler walking around with Michael Graham or something. Like, what? Like, they went from the Bullet Club to the TNA Bully Ray Squad. What was them boys called? I can't think of their name. What is their name? The Disciples of the Street Warriors. What was their name? If you know their name, hit me up in the comment line below. But that's who they turned into, man. They're just some job boys, and at least Gallows ain't losing. But God, Jesus. So the match was good. Great match, great back and forth, awesome teamwork. It was just basically they just showed tag team wrestling. The Club is just amazing. I thought they won it on this powerbomb neckbreaker type thing to do off the top rope. It was just bananas. It was awesome. 1-2 kick out. Yeah, Carl the Machine Gun Anderson. That's Carl the Machine Gun Anderson. Machine Gun Carl Anderson. Machine Gun Carl to the end machine. So he does the schoolboy, grabs the tights, gets flipped. Austin Creed. Xavier Woods grabs the tights and catch the 1-2-3 on that, and that's pretty much how it went down. It was like that, So after that, we had the Club. I don't know what's going on with them. They probably gonna be out of the picture. So that's basically setting up Cesaro and Sheamus to take these titles off of the New Day. The Club need to find a way by selling their soul or something to get to SmackDown, because this over here at Raw is just not doing it for them. Some of the worst work they've ever done in their life. It's like he's going back to Festus, and Carl Machine Gun Anderson is going back to Carl Anderson with hair that was working in Tennessee back in the day before he went to New Japan. It's like this is like Jesse and Festus growing up, and like Jesse lost his hair, and Festus he's been saved since he was part of the straight edge society, and things didn't change. So I don't understand it. I just can't deal with this, man. I can't deal with it. Okay, so I'm tired of it. Shitting on the club. But like one of my great sources say that whenever Xavier Woods and Big E are fighting each other, I mean fighting for defending the titles, they don't lose, and this seems to be a fact. So if they do lose, it's going to be Xavier outside doing something with the trombone. She did this nice spot with Carl Anderson getting speared, but it's getting old. But that powerbomb move, check it out if you can. It was a decent match. This Raw was a decent Raw, and it's not because I went to it. It's because it was good. Why else would I say it? When I wasn't trying to fall asleep, and it, like I usually do on Raw, man, it's so hard, man. It takes you a couple of days to watch this miniseries, Raw, the miniseries. But actually, it was a good Raw. Just commercials a little long at certain points, but you know. So after that, you know, Sasha talking to Bailey, hug me. Charlotte needs a champion. The city of Charlotte needs a champion. I'm just that and the third. I'm dedicating this to Charlotte. I'm dedicating this to Ric Flair because they need a real champ. Because she treated him like this. He's dead to her. Just that and third. All right, so they go from there. We go from there to you can't handle this. So after that, the main event of the evening: Sasha Banks and the defending reigning champion Charlotte. Um, Going with a little bit back and forth. Good match, good work outside the ring, inside the ring, all over the place. Basically, good. No, uh, Dana Brooke. It was just awesome match. They just went at it and killed. Sasha did her thing. Barely cleared the suicide plunger through the ropes. Barely hit her, but the kendo sticks. They were really going with the kendo sticks for a point, and you can see that Charlotte really got upset, like in real, like for real, out of character, out of kayfabe. Straight shoot got mad. That was really good. Put the figure four on. Sasha outside the ring. Sasha grabs the kendo stick, smacks her in the head to go hard on that. Charlotte gets back the upper hand. They walk up the ramp, fight up the ramp. Sasha says with a moonsault, because moonsault off of the top of the stage, off of the announce table. 1-2 kick out, 1-2 kick out. So they keep going, fighting back and forth. They're fighting through the crowd. Sasha gets back on the advantage, puts her through the. Man, if you ain't never seen this is crazy. She put her through the banisters and put her in the bank stamp through that and won. Um, Sasha Banks is the best Raw wrestler. If there's a title match on Monday Night Raw, Sasha's going to win it. If there's a title match on the pay-per-view, Charlotte's going to win it. Like they trying to, this is back and forth. So I guess they're setting it up for. I don't know what they're doing. I hope they turn in Sasha bad. She needs to go bad after she gets done with Nia Jax. She's going to do the Nia Jax thing. Bailey and Charlotte about to do their little thing. So most likely the pay-per-view is either going to be a tag team match with Bailey and Banks. BB Bailey and Banks versus Nia and Charlotte, or Charlotte and Nia, depending on who you like. And that'd be a nice little tag team match. They could get all four of them out there in one match, do the thing, do the do. Charlotte and Nia wins. Sasha can turn on Bailey. I don't know, but they probably setting up for a fatal four-way at the WrestleMania with Nia, Charlotte, Bailey, and Banks. I can see them going in that direction, or a three-way again with the women. This time, Becky Lynch is going to be on SmackDown, probably not defending the title. Most likely, I think Nikki Bella is going to be winning that title from Alexa Bliss at WrestleMania. So that's what it is. This is a beast of a blog. Monday Night Raw edition. Awesome show. Give it a 4 out of 5. Great crowd. Great work. Great talking. Awesome Raw. First Raw in a long time that was actually good. Any questions, comments, and concerns, please hit me up in the box below. Yeah, stay tuned. Like, share, subscribe. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get this page popping, and I'll have gifts and prizes for all y'all once we get it all together. Thank you. This is a Beast. Beast Y2K. Beast of a Vlog. Game time. Let's get it. Peace.